Hello, my name is Deputy Diane Watts. I am in the Community Engagement Unit. The motivation to join law enforcement was not from me. A friend of mine was in law enforcement. I moved from New York to Georgia, right, to be in substance abuse, because that's what I come from doing. I was a substance abuse counselor. I worked in shelters. I worked the streets of New York. I got people in the programs, methadone program, drug programs. So when I came here, that's what I came here to do. And I could not find any work. So I never wanted to be a cop. So I was like, I don't think that's going to work. And she said, well, just be a sheriff. And I was like, what do they do? You know, from New York, all you think about is cops. You think of cops and you think of corrections. So I said, okay, I'll try it. I got into corrections for a year. It was okay. And then they sent me to, one of my friends said, why don't you go to DeKalb County? So I went to DeKalb County and I became a jailer. And I learned how to work the jails. And I said, I'll just do it for a couple of months, you know. And I actually realized when I started working that this might be a calling for me. Maybe you can be the cop that you wanted those cops to be to you. You know, maybe you can be a role model for somebody that's being in law enforcement. And I stayed. You know, I was at DeKalb County for a little while, and then I came here to Cobb County, and I've been here ever since. I enjoy being in the field because I'm out there bridging the gap, you know, between law enforcement and the community. And one of the things about being in the field, you can make an impact. And I think one of the good things that I bring to this agency is that I come from a very cultural state. I dealt with all kind of people in New York, as well as working the streets, like I told you, working the streets in detox and rehab. So you deal with everybody. So that was a plus for me when I came, because I knew how to deal with different walks of life, especially prisoners, especially drug addicts. So it was like a blessing to do all the areas. I worked the jail, I worked the road, I worked courts, and then I got into community engagement, and it has been my sole purpose to definitely be in the community, to bridge that gap, to build that trust again with people in law enforcement. Because you have a lot of people that have their issues with us, and I have been around, like standing there, like talking to people, and they talking to me like, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I don't really like officers like that. And I'll say, tell me why. And they have their experience with them. So if I can change one person's mindset, you can reach so many people. Well, some of the obstacles that I had when I left from one county to another was the cultural diversity. I came from working with more African Americans in DeKalb County to coming to Cobb where it's more Caucasians. I come from working with men, and I came here and I had to start working with women. So I studied my policies. I tried to figure out creative ways. I watched how other officers worked, you know, and I kind of created ways that was going to work for me. Like, how can I make a difference in this setting? How do I do something where I can reach them? I knew one of the obstacles coming from DeKalb County, that what was put in my head, that you go into a racist county. And I'm surprised that they even taking you because you're black. Yes. And I said, well, I was very happy when I got my letter to let them know I was leaving, that they have accepted me. So, of course, in your mind, okay, how's it going to be? But I come from New York City, where it's racist, in your face. But I'm able to, I was able to kind of put all that together, be open-minded, give them a chance before I come in already thinking one way. Because I can come in and think my way, and it ain't even like that. And I haven't had any issues with anybody here. It's nothing been but great. My whole career, I've been here almost 18 years, and I've enjoyed every day of my career here at Cobb County. I balance being a role model and continuing doing my duties by continuing to show exemplary professionalism. Because one of the things I learned when I came to Cobb County, I had some role models here, like Captain Major Holt, Captain Paget, Lieutenant Colonel Baines. Those are three women that took me under their wings, right? And they showed me how to do the job that I do today. They the one that paved the way for me to be here. Like, I serve God, like, right? Like, I know that it's only His grace that I'm in law enforcement and I'm able to do what I do. One day, it was a little girl. I was out at an event. The little girl walked up and she looked up at me. Wow. A woman officer. That's when I realized. She said, "You look like me." That's when I realized that you are a role model. Women of color, law enforcement is here for you. You know, and that we can be anything that we want to be. It took some special people to be able to fight for the rights of black people. So all the powerful people, like when I think about our sheriff, come on, our sheriff is the first black sheriff. And I think in how many years? Ever in Cobb County. Marla P., she was one of the people that fought for transgender, gay people rights. She did a movement for people of an alternative lifestyle to be able to be who they are and to love who they love, to be able to live like that today. It's only through them fighting for us to have all these rights today. Like Black History Month will propel me to continue to go forward, to propel me to continue to press no matter what, to fight through any barriers that I may have, get through any door that I want to get through. I'm glad I'm a black person. I'm glad I'm African American. I am glad